What's up guys, I am Lee Morris with Fstoppers.com and I have some really exciting news. Our first ever physical product, the Fstoppers flash disc, is finally available. We only had 1,000 units and we've already sold the majority of them in a secret pre-sale, but we have just a few left, and if you want to get your hands on one before Christmas, here's your chance. So for those of you who don't know what the flash disc is, it's basically a very small collapsible portable softbox that fits on any speed light. We love it because you can stick it in a pocket or you can throw it in a backpack and you can have soft light no matter where you are. So let me show you how this thing works. It basically comes in this little bitty pouch here. It unzips. You pull it out, it just pops open like this. This is the back of the unit here, and you can see it's a gray card, so you can get perfect meter readings and white balance. The front is a transparent front here, and you can see we've got a little tab here that blocks spill from coming out of the flash. Now what makes this different than the average softbox is obviously the size. And with any normal softbox, you're gonna point your flash directly towards that front panel and it's going to create a very big three-dimensional product. What we've done that's different about the flash disc is instead of firing your light through it like this, you can set the flash to point straight up. It slides right inside, locks into place. As you can see, once we've got the flash in this thing, it has a very thin profile. And the reason we created this was because we're wedding photographers, and although we use softboxes at every single wedding, there's many situations where you don't want to tote around this huge softbox. If the girls are getting ready in a really small room, or maybe the reception's going on and there's dancing, you don't want to be the guy with a huge softbox on a stick walking around. And so we created this as something that you could hold down by your side. It doesn't draw attention to itself at all. Lift it up to take a picture and then put it right back down. It's not some giant thing you're going to be bumping into other people with. And we've found that it's a huge time saver when it comes to wedding photography. Now this was never created to take the place of a normal softbox. I still use a standard softbox at every single wedding that I shoot. And if you have the time to set up a softbox and you have the space to build a softbox, then by all means keep using a softbox. But as a wedding photographer, I like to have the flash disc on me at all times. I can always have one of these in my pocket, or I can give one of these to my assistant and always have it ready. And I can have great soft looking light that looks way better than direct flash at any given moment. Now I actually designed a flash disc that didn't look as nice as this probably about 5 or 6 years ago, and I have been using it at every single wedding since then. And of course I made it for wedding photography, but what I found was after I built it, I started using it for all sorts of different applications. When I would shoot products, I would use it because it's so thin. You can put it on a stand and you can tilt it, and you can do really unique things that you could never do with a normal softbox. When I shoot family portraits, if I'm going to be shooting, just a couple or maybe just a kid, it's so easy to walk around with this. I can actually shoot with my left hand and light with my right hand. So if I don't have an assistant, this is much easier to use than a standard softbox. I've also found that this is the absolute best travel softbox that I've ever used before, because obviously if I'm going on vacation somewhere and I'm just gonna bring one camera, one lens, one flash, I'm not gonna bring a softbox and a stick and a speed ring or a stand, but I can easily bring a flash disc. And so every time I go somewhere now, I fold up a flash disc, stick it in the backpack, and if I want to take a quick portrait or there's this picture that I've got to get, I have a little mini softbox with me everywhere I go. Now, due to the fact that this is our first ever physical product, Patrick and I are actually mailing these out by hand personally. And we didn't want to ship out 1,000 different packages. So what we're doing is we're boxing these in groups of 3. And normally these are going to sell for $50 each if we ever get a bigger shipment in the future. But right now we're selling groups of 3 for just $100. So they're $33 each. You're gonna get them for Christmas because we're shipping them out priority over the next couple of days. I like having multiple. I keep one in my pocket, I have one in my bag, I have one in my assistant's bag, so having 3 for me is a no-brainer. But if you don't want 3, you could easily sell the extra, or Christmas is coming up. Just give them to photographers. They will absolutely love them for Christmas. Now, one downside to mailing these things out ourselves is that we can't mail them overseas. We've tried to mail a product overseas before and it was just a disaster because we couldn't track it and it would take months to show up. We had angry customers. And so we've decided, since we're mailing these out for the first batch, we can't mail them overseas. I'm sorry about that, but we just want to have happy people that can get these by Christmas. So for right now, with this first batch, it's just for people in the US, but the next batch should be open worldwide and we're gonna have them in multiple stores, and hopefully Amazon will be doing the shipping after this. Now, when we sent out an email a week or so ago and we said, hey, you guys have access to this before anybody else, we sold 600 units in 48 hours. If you guys want access to the last 90 or so boxes that we have left, head over to fstoppers.com/flashdisc and you can learn all about this product and buy it right now.